My definition of God as conscience is a lot more precise and oriented than your definition of the God that you hypothetically disbelieve in.
It's irrelevant.
So Elijah, the prophet Elijah, defined God in the Old Testament as the voice of conscience within.
Okay.
That's a definition.
So you're saying by that definition of God, I see this is kind of goes back to where I'm saying initially.
I'm not defining it. Elijah defined it.
Okay, so as Elijah...
My definition of God as conscience is aligning it. Elijah defined it.
Okay, so as Elijah defines God...
It's defined that way in Jonah, too.
Okay, so as...
Cardinal Newman also defined it that way.
As I'm sure you know many people who've defined it that way. And it's impressive. You're a very knowledgeable person.
I'm not trying to be impressive. I'm just pointing out to you how God is defined in the Old Testament.
All right.
If Jordan Peterson didn't position himself as a Christian ally while simultaneously distorting fundamental Christian concepts, flirting heavily with old heresies, I would enjoy his intellectual abilities far more. In this video, his aim appears to be challenging atheists to examine the foundation of their beliefs. He's not confronting them with the truth of Christianity, but rather pushing them to refine their arguments, to elevate the level of debate. His approach mirrors themes from his old lectures. You don't have thoughts, thoughts have you. You are running a pre-programmed code, repeating patterns as if they were dogma. He wants to shake them out of that, not bring them to truth or faith, but to sharpen their reasoning. But this is where things get slippery. He's leading us into a philosophical maze, a mind game designed by psychologists and secular thinkers, filled with trapdoors where abstract reasoning reigns over truth. Yet, in James 3 we read, "For where envy and self-seeking exist, confusion and every evil thing are there. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, willing to yield, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality, without hypocrisy. Now the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace." The Word of God is not some abstract concept within the minds of man. It is God himself. It is tangible, accessible, a foundation atheists can investigate, question, and build their arguments around. A real believer welcomes that challenge, not hiding behind elaborate rhetoric, but standing firm knowing whom we believe in. As 2 Colossians says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in God, for pulling down strongholds, casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ."